Hello, I'm the Hardcore Kid. Hardcore enough to review kid stuff. And hey, what first comes to mind when you hear this? That's right. It's the music from Battletoads. I remember back in grade school, I played the living shit out of Battletoads on the Super Nintendo. It was such a fun, raw, hardcore beat-em-up game, going around punching the smeg out of warthogs, skeletons, rats, snakes, and who knows what else. The fighting was cool, the music kick-ass, and the difficulty was beyond extreme. In fact, these games are superior for their ultra-hard difficulty, and if you have the patience and balls to play through all these games, you're really hardcore. Now in 1992, Deke Entertainment actually made a pilot for a new cartoon show starring the Battletoads. It was basically an attempt to cash in over the success of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles at the time. Now, a lot of hype really went into the show. Nintendo Power would always promote it, and fans of the game were excited when they heard they would be seeing the Toads on TV for the first time. However, the show was never picked up, and was cancelled after only the first episode. How could this be? How could something so hardcore as Battletoads be duped like this? Well, let's find out. This is Battletoads, Episode 1. Out of 1. Cue the theme music.
Anxiety, anxiety, keeps me happy. Anxiety, anxiety, keeps me happy. Always spin all day long. Nothing's right till it's all wrong. It makes no sense until I'm tense. Always laughing at your expense. And I'm crazy, crazy, crazy in a crazy world, and I'm crazy. Crazy in a crazy world, and I'm crazy. Crazy in a crazy world, and I'm crazy. Crazy, crazy in a crazy world.
The first thing to mention about this show is that the theme song is pretty cool. It has this sort of 80s surf city feel, which matches the Toad's surfer dude personalities. And oh look! This was actually written by David Weiss, the guy who wrote most of the episodes for Transformers Generation 1 and Ninja Turtles. So with a good writer and good game references, what could possibly go wrong? Well, for starters, the animation is abysmal. The backgrounds look like something you'd see out of a Microsoft Paint drawing, all polygenic and bland, and what the F? Do these Toads have ass cracks? Oh my god, they do. Jeez, who did the animation for this show anyway? ATI?
ATI, my ass!
So the episode starts off with the Vulture flying around space, trying to outrun the evil Dark Queen and General Slaughter. So apparently the Dark Queen is after Princess Angelica's magical amulet that she wears around her neck.
She won't get away. Her royal guard is wiped out. Their only friend in the entire universe is that crackpot Professor T-Bird. Who could possibly save her now?
Morgan Ziegler,
Whoa!
Dave Shar, George Pye. You three are the biggest losers in the history of Waldo P. Oxnard Junior High. And why? Because you're a bad influence on each other.
Sorry, Principal McVicker. I promise I'll be good in sex ed. So yeah, these are our protagonists before they became Battletoads. Morgan Zitz Ziegler, Dave Rash Shar, and George Pimple Pie. Ugh, Pimple Pie? Why do I even bother? These guys are misfits, always getting in the way, blowing shit up, and annoying all the other kids in school. Dave is the goofy, look-at-me type of dude who's always trying to show off, but often always ends up the butt of the joke. Morgan, voiced by Goku, is the nerdy type who's always wanting to be a leader, but all he succeeds at is blowing up computers. And George is the big fat guy who always thinks he's kick-ass.
Oh, whoa! Nice going, Toad.
Hang on a minute. Toad?
Get lost, Toad.
This is meant to be a prequel to Battletoads, isn't it? Or is that supposed to be his nickname, Toad? Because nothing for nothing, but I don't consider Toad to be a very adequate nickname for this guy. You see, that's a Toad. That's a Toad. Hell, that's a Toad. This guy? He's a donkey lips. Anyway, back in space, Professor T-Bird and the Princess Angelica have taken shelter from all of the Dark Queen's attacks and are now traveling inside a secret laboratory where they come across some bizarre-looking bottle of 90 proof.
The genetic essence of the Battletoads, the guards of your royal ancestors.
But the Battletoads were wiped out eons ago.
But with this essence, we can create a new generation of Battletoads to protect you.
Don't ever try to protect me. I can protect myself.
But then the Dark Queen shows up and destroys their ship. So using some teleporting golf club, they go through a map and appear out of an arcade machine that the boys are playing on. Oh, sort of like the comics, where the boys are video game testers trying out the new virtual reality game aptly named Battletoads. Yeah, these guys would make really good video game testers, wouldn't they?
I beg of you, help us. I know that you are wise, handsome, noble members of your planet's race.
We are? I want you to come on the adventure of a lifetime. I want you to become the most legendary warriors in the universe.
Load the spaceship with the rocket fuel. Load it with the word.
So using the Toad piss, T-Bird transforms the boys into the Battletoads, and not a moment too soon, because after the crappiest camera work and the most horrible editing job in existence, the Dark Queen and her minions appear, out of a Slurpee machine.
They'll be right. It's an incoming teleportation.
I've come for the girl.
Help!
Oh my freaking god! Hot lesbian action!
Now, princess, you are mine.
Not so fast, lady.
So then we have a fight scene between the Toads and the Dark Queen's minions, and I don't know, you've got these amphibious dudes fighting, making one-liners, fighting a bull and a warthog. They're trying to save a damsel in distress.
Superhero City, we got serious brain bashing power. Superhero City, 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 city.
Hey David Wiseass, this is not the Ninja Turtles you're working with here. It's the mother flippin' Battletoads. Get your mind out of the sewer and go suck in the pond scum. Ugh.